so that's the look. Now, when I was going through some of these movies, one of the things that I was really interested in was those screenshots, right? Somebody does technology and you see this like crap flying by the screen. I always wondered what that was. So I spent some time actually figuring out what some of that stuff was. And it turns out that even though it looked a little bit weird, it was all accurate. All right, so I'm gonna prove that to you. All right, first one. Now, say you're a hacker, all right? And you're hacking your way through a system and you get this, right? Right? It's a tough call. Now this is something you'd normally see like on the IDS maybe, but the hacker actually saw this, all right? So which of the buttons do you think you should press? Do you cancel the suspicious activity or do you allow it? What do you think? Allow? All right. Well, no, you guys are lame. You do an allow 5038NR. Because without the 5038NR, it probably wouldn't work. All right? So there you go. Yeah, it's a trick. It's a ploy. You press allow and they're actually backwards. All right. How about this one? This is the Thunderhead Technology Meteorological Control System. It's highly classified. I'm not going to leave it up here for very long because it's actually an offense to break into the site, but it's the British spelling of offense, so only those that are English can actually get busted by doing anything to the system. Here's another view of the Thunderhead Weather Technology System. See anything funny with this screen? I mean, there's lots of things, but... Yeah, what's that stuff on the left? Hollywood, California. You know, Lisa Haywood something or other. Okay, well, I did a little bit of digging, and a couple more places in the movie this sort of crap came up again. All right, this is Code Hunter. Many people have seen Code Hunter. I'm sorry. You're the same guy that read the book, aren't you? I'm sure a lot more people are going to be seeing this movie, but this looks very much like an address to me. So I thought to myself, I'm like, well, it sort of looks like, I don't know, like a Word file or something that had like addresses in it, and you know, and this is scrolling by at like 90 frames a second. I mean, this is going by like so fast, and everybody's like, ooh, computer code. So I like stopped it, and I'm like, man, I wonder if that address is real. So I ran a Google Maps against it and found out that not only was that address real, it was actually the address of the talent agency for the actors in the movie. So like this thing was so low budget they used their address book, right? And like catted it or typed it to the screen and like filmed it. Pretty lame. All right, let's get a vote on this particular screenshot. How many people for elite? Anybody for lame? Okay, you're helping my point. Hollywood has it nailed. Absolutely. As we all know, this was really Nmap, uncredited. Thank you very much. And a very cool SSH exploit, which, if memory serves, when the movie came out, was still in the underground. Right? I mean, they filmed this thing, and like as far as I know, the exploit wasn't even public. So like Trinity's throwing O-Day. I have no idea what she's doing with the grid nodes, but you know, I've never hacked a power system, so you know, she knows more than I do. This was kind of neat. It's hard to read, but this is from the movie Antitrust. All right. Now, this deserved like a talk in and of itself, because the video surveillance system that they had set up in every hacker's ceiling in the movie would actually record what they were doing on the screen. And on the screen on the right here, you can see they're throwing it to an optical character recognition system. So not only are they videotaping what the hackers are doing, they're getting an OCR feed of it. Pretty neat. I mean, it's harder work than just getting the freaking wiretap, but you know. It's right. It's right. All right. So this is hard to read. It's a little bit dark. Those of you that can see it, what do you think of this code? This is also from Antitrust. Look, all right? It is. Absolutely. It's good code. 100%. What about this? Same movie. Look good? Of course it does. It's Hollywood. What about this one? Nice little LS. This little DF. Show all. Not too bad. All right. What about this one? Let's just get a vote on this one right out of the gate. Anybody for leet? Anybody for lame? Now, you guys aren't committing as well. You seem unsure. What's the point of my talk again? To prove that Hollywood rocks. What is this? Sure. It's a sniffer dump. Could be TCP dump, right? Look at it. It's got IP addresses, right? Sequence numbers, zeroed out sequence numbers. There's something leet hiding there, all right? Not too bad. All right, what about this? What kind of hardware is it? What's the OS? Could be Sun OS, Solaris, not sure exactly. But the OS actually matches the hardware. Yeah? It's a step in the right direction. Dancing Buddhas aside, you can see that it's a nice, open desktop. Looks pretty good. All right, what about this one? This is the worm generator tool. This is actually version 1.2. It's a little bit outdated, but I'm not going to vote on this one. We'll get back to this one. All right, let's talk about hacker gear for a second, shall we? The first one is this. Anybody tell me what that is? You guys need to go to more like hardware hacking courses. Anyone? It's got a, I'll show you, it's got a little knob on the back. Does that help? Close. It's a retinal scanner. Isn't that Uber? Anybody know what the knob does? It's classified, can't tell you. All right, here's some more gear. Here's a very Uber keyboard. Anybody notice anything wrong with this keyboard? Missing anything? Yeah, the labels, numbers, letters. It's actually sunken in too, so you actually have to get your fingers curled in there, which all things considered, if this hacker uses this keyboard without any numbers and any letters and he's got to curl his fingers on the inside and he types as fast and as accurately as he does, he's elite. All right, how about this workstation from the movie Game Over? How's that look? It's good to me. It's about the size of it. Post-it notes everywhere, machines on the side, junk food everywhere. Looks good. How about this one? Yeah? Let's get a vote on this one. How many people for leet? Anybody for lame? You're learning. Here it is in real life. Same gear, different mount. Holy crap, there's unclassified stickers on there. Where they got those? I love the desktop. You guys see the desktop? It's the General Lee. It's on an import with a Japanese flag, and Lee is spelled L-I. Just rocks. Okay, so what's wrong with this picture? There's a couple things. He's smiling. Yeah, that's. Hackers just don't look that goofy. I'm sorry. I have a point to prove here, but I got to draw the line. What else? Yeah. What about that DVD player that doesn't have any cables plugged in? All right. Now, we're getting there. Hold on. Notice the headgear. He's got the headgear and 2 monitors. He's multitasking. He's like taking it to another level. He's watching the stuff in the heads-up display and 2 monitors at the same time. All right, now let's talk about this little device with some stuff missing. First of all, this is it's a CD player, okay? And it's spitting out a floppy disk. Now, right when he hits the button, the floppy disk comes out and it says no disk. So what he has here is a CD player that he's hacked into a floppy drive that's wireless. Yes, it is. about this one? I love this. This is a good one. This is insanely great. It's got a 28.8 BPS modem. All right, how many people for elite? Yes. How many people for lame? Anybody have a problem with this? 28.8 BPS modem. That's 28.8 baud, right? There's a problem here. So how many people want to vote again? How many people for elite? How many people for lame? All right, you got some stuff to learn. Here's a frugal search for 28.8 BPS modems. They're cheap. Yeah, this is a hard sell because even frugal knew. Yeah. That's a hard sell. All right, I'm going to keep going though. I love this quote. I find VR to be so much more satisfying than the old emoticon. Okay, now hold on. He's comparing VR to sideways smiley faces made with punctuation marks. I mean, I don't even know what the parallel is there. Is that like taking all the graphics from like Warcraft and making them into punctuation? So you play the game, but everybody looks like punctuation marks and you move around. That's like somewhere in the middle, and then you get VR. I don't know, but anyway, with the new codec and the mega modems with compression, it's also lifelike. It's a good quote. So let's vote. How many people for lead? You're learning. How many people for lame? All right. See, less people are committing because they're afraid. Go up strong, man. Go with your feelings. All right. So here we go back to frugal. Mega modems with compression. Cisco sells a model for $20,000. I don't know how much your modem cost. Yours was probably free. It like came built in. Not this guy. He's got to drop like 21 grand on his. So, right on. Some movies like Enemy of the State get the gear pretty right. You know, here's a lock-picking gun. Not too bad. Dead on. This is a Canon lens, Canon long-range lens on a camera, right, with a parabolic mic. I mean, that's not bad. I have a lot of respect for Enemy of the State. All right, we're going to switch to a video clip.
Man, you don't have to retinal scan me, do you? Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I find VR so much more satisfying than the old emoticon. I mean, with the new codec and the mega modems with compression. I mean, it's also lifelike. That's in the old emoticon. Mega modems with compression. It's also lifelike.
Oh yeah.
Lifelike.
Insanely great. It's insanely great. It's got a 28.8 BPS modem.
It's also lifelike.
Oh yeah.
It's also lifelike. Oh yeah. All right, let's get a little more technical. I mean, this is a technical conference after all. Now this is sort of sensitive stuff because what I'm teaching you here is secrets of the Hollywood hacker, all right? And this is one of the many secrets that you're gonna have to learn to throw down